Hello and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson and today we got Playtest 7, Unearthed Arcana Playtest 7, the latest and greatest in D&D coming out next year, 2024. Not one D&D, what we're calling it now, 2024, Player's Handbook, Playtest 7. Alright, let's go. So we're at the Barbarian today. We have, in this playtest packet we had Barbarian, Fighter, Sorcerer, Warlock and Wizard, and we're going to start with the Barbarian. With the previous video we did on this playtest, we just covered the rules and spell changes and with masteries there, so check that out if you haven't already, because I will make probably reference to that as we go through, but I'm not going to go into detail on those things because that's what previous video is for. Alright, so we'll get this up and take a look. I apologize in advance if my voice is a little haggard in this video. I just got back from a weekend of screaming around as a alien for a LARP, as well as raging as a barbarian on a live stage show performance game. That happened over the weekend. For more information on that, you can check out my Instagram, Cutting Words GM. Alright, let's get this up. Alright, here we go. The PDF. As always, this is available as a PDF on dndbeyond.com if you want to get this up and have a read. It's about 50 pages long. This is all playtest material. Come, I think it's September 21st. The feedback server will be open where you can give your feedback on this playtest packet and let the Wizards of the Coast know what do you think about it. Alright, let's see what we got. Barbarian. Barbarian. Variability, strength, of course. I'm not expecting too many major changes here. They've really kind of cut back quite a lot on experimentation and just kind of playing it safe. Alright, design notes, the handy dandy notes that tell us what changes are. Danger sense returns to level 2 and now works even if you have the blinded or deafened condition. So it just works, just advantage on all deck saves, I guess. Take a close look at that in a sec. Reckless attack now grants advantage to your strength-based attack rolls until the start of your next turn, which means an opportunity attack can benefit, as can subclass features like retaliation. Oopsie daisy, I've always played it that way, that if you reckless attack, it just works to your next turn. The advantage works on opportunity attacks. I didn't realize it did not. Whoop, oh, there we go. I'm not sure, has everyone else been playing that way? Alright. Primal Knowledge has moved to level 3 from level 2, matching the level of Primal Knowledge in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Sure. Instinctive Pounce has been imported from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Okay. Brutal Critical returns to level 9, and now it deals 1d12 extra damage on a crit. This damage increases at higher levels. Yay, that's good. Because in the previous playtest, it was just a fixed number, which is kind of boring. When I'm playing Barbarian, I play Barbarian because I like rolling d12s. No one else really gets to roll d12s, and it's very satisfying rolling that d12 die there. So it's quite nice that they've had that fixed in there. Relentless Rage returns to level 11. Persistent Rage returns to level 15. And the unconscious condition, not incapacitated, shuts off the rage. In addition, the feature incorporates the function of Rage Resurgent, regain a rage on initiative. Oh good, so Psychic Lance, well, it doesn't just instant wreck a Barbarian. That's nice. Indomitable Might returns to level 18, and it now applies to strength saving throws and strength checks. Alright, Primal Champion returns to level 20 and once again increases scores by 4. What a great capstone Barbarian has. I mean, you have to really, like, if you go full 20 levels for Barbarian, I mean, you've earned that. Those big boosts to your strength and con there, you've earned it, buddy. Because that temptation to multi-class Barbarian is strong. Alright. Barbarian, so still D12 hit die. Strength, Constitution saving throws, profession in. Got animal handling, athletics, innovation, nature, perception, and survival for your skills. You can choose 2 of those. Nothing crazy here. All standard stuff. Armor training, still got your light armor, medium armor, and shields. Alright. Multicasting rules unchanged, still at least 13 in your primary stat there, strength. And not con, which is a very important note. I'm playing Barbarian at the moment actually, where I purposely I got 10 con. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see because Barbarian has that D12 hit die and all that. I figured it would be an interesting experiment to see, can I actually get away with having a lower con score in order to have a high charisma score for a Warlock dip or multiclass with the Barbarian. I thought it'd be quite interesting to play around with. So I'm playing around with that at the moment in one of my games. Perhaps I'll make a separate video about that build. Could be interesting. Let me know if you're interested in build videos, because I do try to experiment with some interesting builds in my games. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want that. Here we go. Barbarian class features the Rage. Okay. You can imbue yourself with primal power that is called your Rage, a force that grants you extraordinary might and resilience. You can enter it as a bonus action provided you aren't wearing heavy armor. I don't know why, they're very much against Barbarians wearing heavy armor. I guess they feel too fighter if they're wearing heavy armor. Feels like it's such a minor distinction. I mean, it just means Barbarians just going to have 14 decks and always, and yeah, just we're half plate, and it's only 1 AC different compared to plate. Oh well. I guess we'll just dump decks and go, screw it, everyone's gonna hit me anyway. Whatever. I'm raging. Well, active your rage has the following effects. Damage resistance, your resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, nothing new there. Rage damage, when you make an attack with a weapon using strength or an unarmed strike and deal damage to the target, you gain a bonus to the damage that increases as you gain levels as a Barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the Barbarian table. So it's weapon using strength or unarmed strike, so that means you can hiff things. Because it doesn't mention melee or anything. If you just throw a javelin or whatever, that still works. By the looks of that. Strength advantage, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. No concentration on all spells, you can't maintain concentration, and you can't cast spells. The rage lasts until the end of your next turn, and if it ends early, if you don heavy armor or have the capacity condition, the rage is still active in your next turn. You can extend the rage for another round by doing one or more of the following. So you can make an attack roll against the enemy, force the enemy to make a saving throw, or there's rare cases where Barbarians can do that. There's a few subclass features that let you do that. And take a bonus action to extend your rage. So you can always just spend a bonus to extend your rage there. So that's was in the last playtest, and it's obviously different from the 2014, where basically you need to keep attacking, otherwise your rage just ends. You have a few extra options there, which is quite nice. And the rage does last for a whopping 10 minutes there. Yeah, because each time the rage is extended, it lasts until the end of the next turn. You can maintain a rage for up to 10 minutes. You can enter your rage a number of times shown for your Barbarian level in the rages column of the Barbarian table, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Rage broken up by the big old table, which we scroll back up to. So Barbarian, we've got pretty standard stuff. Nothing jumping out at me is different there. You get your rages. Looks like scaling up still the same. 2s and 3s and 4, 5, 6. And rage damage as well. And you get with masteries as well column. There's the new column here. Alright. Let's keep moving. So also at level 1, so you get your rage at level 1. Level 1 also you get unarmed defense, which I don't know, it's nice aesthetic to use, but I find wearing armor is still better. So while you aren't wearing any armor, your base armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity and constitution modifiers. You can use a shield and still gains benefit, but what Barbarian uses a shield? Come on. Get that great axe in there. Or great sword. Or glaive, I guess, if you want to pull our master, I suppose. But yeah, because yeah, 10 plus what, dex plus 3 and constitution plus 3, so 16. Or I could wear half plates and get up higher. Anyway, to 17. All right, weapon mastery. Your training with weapons allows you to use the mastery property of 2 kinds of simple or martial melee weapons of your choice, such as great axes and hand axes. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can practice weapon drills and change one of these weapon choices. When you reach certain levels in this class, you gain the ability to use the mastery properties of more kinds of weapons as shown in the weapon mastery column of the Barbarian table. So here's some weapon masteries there. We probably want to go, I guess, greatsword with the cleave. I believe greatsword gets the cleave, which bets you have a free extra attack, so you can add your rage damage to that, which is quite nice. However, it has to be an enemy staying right next to the enemy you just attacked, so that's not always going to come up. Otherwise, topple's pretty good. Though I guess you got reckless stacks, so you don't necessarily need to topple people. Up to you. The topple is really good. Really annoying. Alright. Level 2, Danger Sense. You gain an uncanny sense of when things aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge perils. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws provided you don't have the incapacity condition. So you don't need to see the thing coming, you can just do it. You just got advantage on dex saves pretty much all the time now. Sure. Why not? I'll just give him proficiency in dex saves instead, honestly. But sure. Level 2, Reckless Attack. You can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack roll on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on attack rolls using strength until the start of your next turn. But attack rolls against you have advantage during that time. Sad stuff. It's Reckless Attack. It's written up the way I thought it always worked, but apparently I was wrong. This whole time, whoopsie daisy, is actually reckless only apparently works on your turn, but enemies have advantage on you up until your next turn. Oh well. For those rare cases, opportunity attacks come up. Oh well. I'm glad they cleared that up and made it the way that I thought it always worked. Perfect. Level 3, Barbarian subclass. So your subclass. So today we have on the menu for subclasses, Path of the Berserker has returned, Path of the Wild Heart, Path of the World Tree, or Path of the Zealot. Alright, so those are our 4 Barbarian subclasses. We've got a new one there. World Tree is a brand new one. Wild Heart is renamed Totem Barbarian, Totem Warrior one. They changed the name there. I guess because of the word totem? I'm not sure. Alright. Connotations there. Alright, also at level 3, you get your Primal Knowledge. You gain proficiency in another skill of your choice from a list of skills available to Barbarians at level 1. In their effort to give Barbarians things to do outside of combat. I mean, they're really good at combat. Outside combat, well, you know, skills help. In addition, while your rage is active, you can channel primal power when you attempt certain tasks. Whenever you make an ability check using one of the following skills, you can make it as a strength check, even if it normally uses a different ability: acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival. When you use this ability, your strength represents primal power coursing through you, honing your agility and senses. This was a funny one. It was in the last playtest as well. We're basically using your rage and your strength. You can boost some of your skills. You can perceive real good. Your strength, stealth. But they highlight the fact, no, it's just strength scores just representing the primal power surging through you. It's not actually your strength. Honest. Yeah. Again, this is all just help Barbarian a bit with their skill checks, things outside of combat. Got something extra to do there, which is fine. I definitely found when playing characters that have low utility, aka not spellcasters or rogues, outside of combat, I found a strong backstory with lots of interesting things going on and lots of roleplay with people about. Definitely helps fill those gaps. And I think, yeah, characters with less utility things definitely need to rely heavily on a strong backstory and strong roleplay cues with the other players at the table. But yeah, always nice. Have more options there. Anyway, level 4 ability score improvement. You get your ability score improvement, so you boost your. I mean, it's gonna be strength, right? Or feat, I guess. That also helps with your strength. I mean, Barbarians are pretty good at strength things. Off we go. At level 5, you get extra attack. Yay! Always a good one to get. Level 5 also get your fast movement. Get your 10 feet extra movement speed. As long as you're not wearing heavy armor, watch out. If you start wearing heavy armor, oh boy, whoa, watch out, watch out. I mean, who's doing that as a Barbarian, but sure. Good to just mention it just in case. Let's see. Level 5, and then we got, that's interesting. Level 6, where's level 6? I thought there was a subclass feature here at level 6. I think they just forgot to mention it. They missed putting level 6 in here. That's hilarious, because yeah, it's normally when the next subclass feature comes in for Barbarian. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah, the strap missed it. Whoops. Copy paste failure there. Level 6, I'm pretty sure that is still there. Level 6 subclass feature. Yep, they just forgot to list it. Hilarious. Alright, level 7, Feral Instinct. Your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. Woohoo! Level 7, Instinctive Pounce. As part of the bonus action you can take to enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed. Always nice, because you're going to melee. I mean, you're a melee fighter. Use more options to get into melee faster is good for you. And also, getting initiative, high initiative as well. Just going first so you can rage before you get hit. It's also very important. It sucks as a Barbarian, rolling low initiative and getting wasted by an enemy before you get a chance to rage. Like, oh my god, I'm taking double damage here effectively. Oh no. It's real bad. Yeah, so it's nice little gets to get there at level 7. And at level, yeah, they just straight up skipped the standard stuff. They put the new copy pasted the new stuff in and missed. So level 8 is you have another feat option there, or ability score improvement. That's not listed. Did they combine it with the? What happened here? Don't know. Oh. But then at level 9, Brutal Critical. When you score a critical hit with a weapon using strength or an unarmed strike, the target takes 1d12 extra damage of the same type dealt by the weapon or unarmed strike. This extra damage increases by 1d12 when you reach Barbarian levels 13, 2d12, and 17, 3d12. Yay! Lots of d12. I like it. So you can use any weapon, be it your fist or, you know, just great axe is always nice. If you use whatever weapon, use it damage die, but also you add a whole bunch of d12s on top. Yay. I mean, it's still reliant on you actually critting, which can be pretty far and few between. Unless you're me, because apparently last night I was playing Barbarian live on stage. I managed to roll 3 criticals throughout the performance, so on the show. Yay me. I did a lot of damage. But anyway, yeah, it's typically speaking, yeah. Yeah, it's very unreliable. Or when you crit, it's like an enemy. It's like is about to die anyway, or something. Like, oh, you never crit what you want to, right? So yeah, so I don't know. But these abilities that rely on crit can be a bit very hit and miss. Level 11, Relentless Rage. Again, it's got a subclass feature. It's a little 10 subclass feature. All right. There's a few mistakes in this document. There's like, wow. I've noticed actually when I skim through. So, but I didn't notice all these. Yeah, just straight up, just missing things. Your rage can keep you fighting despite grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points, or your rage is active, you don't die outright. You can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, your hit points instead change to a number equal to twice your Barbarian level. Each time you use this feature, after the first, the DC increases by 5. When you finish a short or long rest, DC resets to 10. This is a level 11 feature, so they become harder to kill Barbarian at level 11. I always find this a weird one because Barbarian gets this, and level 11 fighters get a whole extra third attack. Amazing. Paladins get extra D8 radiant damage on each of their weapon attacks. Amazing. Like, it's just like, why is the other martials getting this huge damage boost and Barbarian does not? Instead, it does get harder to kill, but the damage output doesn't increase. Like, the damage output for Barbarian actually peaks at level 5, and they don't really get any more damage output for the rest of their career, really. Just seems a bit weird to me. So that's why I've always saw Barbarian as, well, first 5 levels are pretty good, and then I guess multi-class the fighter or something. You're not really getting anything to help with your damage output if you want to get more damage output. But if you just want to be hard to kill, then yeah, stick with Barbarian, I guess. But yeah, if you want to increase your damage, not much here. Hope you crit, I guess. Level 15, Persistent Rage. So again, we're getting some skips here. We missed what, 12 feet. What have we got? It's very annoying. So we missed the 12 feet, got the 13 Brutal Critical, and the 14 subclass feature. They must be just relying on the first mention of it, and then just assuming, well, just copy paste, whatever, and not listing anymore to save space, I guess. Alright. Anyway, so we got subclass feature at level, no, sorry, we're now at level 15, Persistent Rage. If you roll initiative and have no uses of rage remaining, you regain 1 XP use of it. In addition, your rage is so fierce that it now lasts for 10 minutes, without you needing to do anything to extend it from round to round. The rage ends early if you're in the unconscious condition or don heavy armor. Watch out if you're suddenly put heavy armor on at level 15 Barbarian, your career. Watch out. Alright. Then jumping to level 18 because, you know, so who cares about listing what's 16 and 17 there? So you get ability score improvement 16 and brutal critical upgrade at level 17, 3d12. Again, hope you crit. There's no way of increasing your crit range beyond the reckless tech you got at level 2. But yeah, just hope for the best, I guess. But yeah, but you're still doing the same thing from level 5 all the way to the end. It seems a bit weird. Anyway, 18, Double Might. Your total for a strength check or strength save throw is less than your strength score. You can use the score in place of the total. Sure, you're guaranteed good at strength stuff. Yeah. Alright. I think strength saving part was this new ad there. For the strength checks. And finally, level 20, Primal Champion. You embody Primal Power. Your strength and constitution scores increase by 4, and their maximum is now 24. Which is pretty cool. However, there is a change to the level 19 ability score improvement where you can actually get your main ability, you can get ability stat up to 22 from level 19. So I guess you watch out for that with how that stats with this. I guess it doesn't, so you're still kept at 24. So yeah, I guess you can put step up somewhere else. I just wanted to think about when that, for those times, you know, all those times you get to level 20 Barbarian so often, watch out for that. Alright, let's look at these subclasses. Okay, Path of the Berserker. So, Intimidating Presence is now bonus action rather than action. So, Path of the Berserker went from being pretty average, like even below average, because give you exhaustion all the time, which is pretty rough. It's real rough. But now it's to being actually powerhouse. Now being like perhaps even, dare I say, maybe the best one. But let's have a look. Got level 3 Frenzy. You can go into Frenzy in battle. If you use Reckless Attack or your Rage is active, you deal extra damage to the first target you hit on your turn with a strength-based attack. To determine the extra damage, roll a number of d6s equal to your rage damage bonus and add them together. That damage has the same type as weapon or unarmed strike used for the attack. So that's your extra, what, 2d6, because your rage damage bonus is 2 initially, and then it goes up to 3, so it'll be 3d6, like, for a lot of your career there. That's not bad extra damage at all. Alright. So level 3, you get a damage increase. Wonderful, because Barbarians don't get much ways to increase the damage, weirdly. So, perfect, we'll take it. Level 6, Mindless Rage. You have immunity to the charmed and frightened conditions, or your rage is active. If you're charmed or frightened when you enter your rage, condition ends on you. Amazing. Charmed and frightened conditions, absolutely wreck Barbarians. They generally suck at wisdom saving throws, which generally is what those conditions are you need to make. So yeah, just straight ignore those. Amazing. Just gotta watch out for, I guess, paralyzed. It's probably the other big one. Watch out for, but charmed and frightened come up a bit, especially frightened for those bigger monsters later on in the game. Those draconic majesties and whatnot can really just ruin a Barbarian's day. So it's quite nice to have that one. Alright, level 10, Retaliation. When you take damage from a creature that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make 1 melee attack against that creature using a weapon or unarmed strike. Amazing. Extra attack for you. Wonderful. Yeah, Berserker just has damage output. Pretty good. If you're playing Barbarian, that's what you want to do. Level 14, Intimidating Presence. As a bonus action, you can strike terror into others with your menacing presence as you swell with primal power. When you do so, each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you, or 60 feet of you if your rage is active, must make a wisdom saving throw, DC equal to 8, plus your proficiency bonus, plus your strength modifier, provided the creature isn't behind total cover. On a failed save, a creature has the frightened condition for 1 minute. At the start of each of the frightened creature's turns, the creature repeats its saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a successful save. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. If you run out of uses of this feature, you can expend a use of your rage, choosing an active intimidating presence instead of activating. You can choose to activate intimidating presence instead of rage. Yeah, we got there in the end. So it's level 14 ability. I mean, it's not damage or stopping you from getting mind whammied, but and I've generally speaking, high level monsters tend to not care too much about Frightened Condition. They tend to ignore it. But hey, I guess it's a different option for you to come up there. But I don't know, I feel like for the capstone of the Berserker subclass is a bit meh. But you know, nice to have options, I guess. But nothing, you're not like chomping at the bit going, oh man, I really can't wait to unlock Intimidating Presence level 14. Oh boy, oh boy. Unlike all the other abilities in this subclass, which is like, oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, Intimidating Presence. Sure, I guess. It's a bonus action now as opposed to an action, so that's nice. You can just do it without costing you too much to do. It's a freebie. Might work, might not. Oh, it's only a bonus action to try. Sweet. There we go. Pass. Oh, the Berserker. Super solid. Yeah, I think front runner Barbarian now. It's the most Barbarian. Because now you don't get exhausted before you get punished for using your abilities. Yay. Alright. Path of the Wild Heart. So, So, Animal Speaker, formerly called Spirit Seeker, now has its spellcast ability specified. Okay. Rage of the Wilds, formerly called Totem Spirit, contains revisions to each option. Bear no longer grants resistance to all but one damage type. Oh no! The best Barbarian subclass is being nerfed. I guess, you know, when you have one subclass that's clearly better than all the others by landslide, I guess they need to nerf it. The former design was too powerful. Oh, really? And now allows you to gain resistance to 2 damage types of your choice. Eagle lets you take both the dash and disengage action when you activate your rage. As a bonus action, the range of Wolf increases to 10 feet. Okay. Aspect of the Wilds, formerly called Aspect of the Beast, contains revisions to each option. Elephant, formerly Bear, now grants proficiency in the Athletics or Insight skill, granting expertise if you already have proficiency. Owl, formerly Eagle, now grants proficiency in the Investigation or Perception skill, granting expertise if you already have proficiency. Spider, formerly Wolf, now grants proficiency in the Stealth or Survival skill, granting expertise if you already have proficiency. And it's going to be a Skill Monkey Barbarian. Okay. Natural Speaker, formerly called Spirit Walker, now has its spellcast ability specified. Power of the Wilds, formerly called Totematic Attunement, contains revisions to each option. Lion, formerly Bear, is no longer stopped by immunity to the Frightened Condition. Falcon, formerly Eagle, now allows a persistent fly speed while your rage is active, provided you aren't wearing any armor. Ram, formerly Wolf, no longer uses your bonus action but requires a saving throw. Alright, let's take a look. So level 3, Animal Speaker. You can cast Beast Sense and speak with animal spells, but only as rituals. Wisdom is your spellcast ability for them. It's always nice. I find this a very nice combat utility for Barbarian to have, especially if there's no Druid or Ranger in the party. You can kind of cover the nature kind of plots and things and kind of things going on. It could be like the nature expert of the group and still be, you know, things to do outside of combat. It's quite nice. Nice little get there. Very cute. I mean, I never used Beast Sense ever, but speak with animals. Yes, please. Alright. Level 3, Rage of the Wilds. Your rage taps into the primal power of animals. You gain one of the following options of your choice. Whenever you gain a Barbarian level, you can change your choice. So Bear, formerly the Apex, the best option, has been nerfed. What have we got here? When you activate your rage, choose 2 damage types other than Force or Psychic. Oh no. Warlocks are going to have a field day against you. You have resistance to the chosen types until the rage ends. So you can choose any damage types. So if you go, oh, this thing seems to be like on fire or something. It seems to be made of flames. Maybe I'll choose resistance to fire and another one. So you still got the basic ones already covered by your basic rage, your slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing. But yeah, you can judge the situation, go, I think they're going to do these ones. I'll be resistant to necrotic for this undead lich fight. And are you cold? I don't know. But yeah, it's to choose. Definitely gonna be harder when you fight spellcasters, I guess. Because you're like, oh god, I can cast anything. Oh, some fights gonna be hard to judge. Just a guess, I guess. And I guess you could re-rage, right? So when you activate your rage, so you can always go, oh, I made a mistake. I guess in my rage, reactivate my rage, change the resistances to be this one now. Whew, okay. So yeah, I guess you can just, oh well, push your extra rage. If you want to you've made a mistake. I made a terrible mistake here. I rolled really well on initiative. I went by rage straight away. I chose some damage types, completely misread the situation, and now I need to change it. Whoopsie daisy. I guess it's not too punishing to change it there. So it's still not bad at all, but it's less of a blanket like, well, I'm basically good against everything but psychic guys. Pretty much got covered. All right, Eagle. When you activate your rage, and as a bonus action while it's active, you can take both the disengage and dash action. Okay, so the Eagle's option there. I mean, sure you can move around fast. I still don't see you taking it over Bear, honestly. Bear's still pretty good. Wolf. While your rage is active, your allies have advantage on melee attack rolls against any enemy of yours within 10 feet of you. So that's always nice. Wolf has always been like the possible other choice instead of Bear, and I think it still is here. They increase the range of it, so more likely to come up rather than being, so does it mean kind of near you, or if you're using a pole arm or whatever, it still will come up more often. But obviously you need members of your party, especially a rogue. Oh my god, if you go rogue, to take a, want to get into melee and take advantage of that. Otherwise, if you don't even want to do melee in the party, but you, then I guess go back to Bear. Cool. Then level 6, you get Aspects of the Wild, or Aspect of the Wilds even. You gain one of the following options of your choice. Whenever you gain Barbarian level, you can just swap it out, no problems. So apparently they changed all the animal names, so Barbarian being repeating the names here to different ones. Apparently people got confused that you could actually choose any animals. Doesn't matter if you chose Bear first, you can not choose Bear next one. You can mix and match. But that was too confusing, so they changed the animals to all be different. So like, no, you are picking different animals each time. Look, different animal. And they've looks like a different improvement here on level 6, because before it was mostly, for the most part, just like random bonuses to aspects of the game. They don't really come up very often, or no one really utilizes those rules, like the travel rules where you get a bonus to long distance traveling or carrying the stuff and do that. Like it was all very like meh stuff. That it was all pretty bad. Again, that's why it's always been like, oh, yeah, it's level 5, we'll just multi-class out now the fighter, or maybe even level 3 if you're just going to go get a multi-attack from fighter as well. But anyway, but now we got some better stuff. Elephant, you gain proficiency in athletics or insight skill. If you already have proficiency in the skill, you gain expertise in it instead. Cool. So, I mean, if you want to be this is super insightful barbarian, out of combat stuff, great. Otherwise, athletics is pretty good because you got advantage and expertise. Oh my gosh, you can just wrestle whatever. It's pretty good. Though I guess it depends how they're handling grapple rules and things and shoving rules in the end, because they, in the latest playtest stuff, they've been keep toying around with this, making a saving throw, in which case expertise athletics doesn't do anything because it doesn't affect the DC of the enemy saving throw, or as opposed to being your standard contested athletics, which I don't like. I like the contested athletics. They changed to make it a saving throw. I don't like it all, because what's the point of athletics then? Beyond, I guess, moving a rock outside of combat or whatever. Sure. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, they don't make athletics kind of useless. Because I like playing strong characters and can move, control combat by moving enemies around and whatnot. Anyway. Ow. You gain proficiency in the investigation or perception skill. If you already have proficiency in the skill, you gain expertise instead. Obviously, you want to gain for expertise here. You don't want to pick a new skill. You want to focus fire on, be really good at one. Or perception, that's pretty good. Investigation's not bad either, though. Spot things coming. Spider, you gain proficiency in the stealth or survival skill. If you already have proficiency in the skill, you gain expertise in it instead. Yeah. I guess you're playing a stealth party or something, and when you pick up the slack, I suppose. Otherwise, whatever. Alright, so yeah, you just get some skills and things, helping you with outside combat stuff. Compared to Berserker that got like immunity to a bunch of awful conditions for you and was very combat focused, this one is definitely more utility based. Level 10, Nature Speaker. You can cast a commune with nature spell but only as a ritual. Wisdom is your spellcast ability for it. So again, level 10 Berserker got the extra attack. This one gets the, I can just, you know, chat with nature and just kind of get some information stuff. So depends what you want for your Barbarian. Play Barbarian for utility. Yeah, okay, it's a choice. Or if you want to focus fire on just that stuff. All right, nice to have options. Level 14, Power of the Wilds. You're getting one of the following options of your choice. Whenever you gain a Barbarian level, you can change your choice. Hey, Lion. While your rage is active, any of your enemies within 5 feet of you have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you or another Barbarian with this feature. Alright. Falcon. While your rage is active, you can have a fly speed equal to your speed, provided you aren't wearing any armor at all. So you can be bare-chested, rely on that unarmored defense there, and you can just fly, which is not bad, honestly, because flying enemies can be problematic, especially at level 14. When a dragon or whatever flies away, it's like, no, you can give chase and actually battle them in the sky. Though, it's not a hover speed, so watch out, especially when fighting dragons, because wing attacks knock you prone, and then you're going to fall to the ground, which really hurts. Alright, Ram. While your rage is active, when you hit a large or smaller creature with a melee attack, it must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC equals to 8 plus your efficiency bonus plus your strength modifier, or have the prone condition. Oh. Basically, hold on, so it a small creature with a melee attack. Oh, so it's basically topple. You gain topple? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you gain the, congratulations. Now, level 14, you gain the topple weapon mastery. You can do, in addition to everything else. Sure, alright. Seems a bit weird. Yeah, everyone's been doing that since like level 1, buddy. What? Okay, you can have it too, in addition to things. Sure. And that is the path of the Wild Heart Barbarian. I feel like these not animal choices, they got the animal spirit choices, they could rather than changing, be able to swap them around when they level up, I feel like just drink a long rest. Just you can just, you know, meditate with the animal spirits or whatever, and swap them around to, why not? Let's do it every long rest. You can give the option. I mean, they're probably not gonna, like, how often people, you know, shop around their abilities, but it might be nice now and then. It might be like, you know what, this mission come out, this animal totem might be more relevant. Sure, let's swap it in today. I feel like that would, I think, yeah, why not? I think that might help this one a lot more. Because, yeah, that Berserker subclass is looking awfully tasty. It's hard to look past all those lovely things there coming on the Berserker compared to the Wild Heart, which is a weird thing to say, because before, in 2014, it was all about this Wild Heart, or I say a Totem Warrior was back then, or still is, I guess. Yeah, interesting. And now we're past the World Tree, the brand new one. Alright, so all about, you know, your Drussel and the Cosmic Tree and all that. Alright, level 3, Vitality of the Tree. When you activate your rage, you regain a number of hit points equal to your Barbarian level. Okay. In case you get something hurt before you rage, can happen sometimes. At the start of each of your turns while your rage is active, you can choose another creature within 10 feet of yourself to gain temporary hit points. To determine the number of temporary hit points, roll a number of d6s equal to your rage damage bonus, and add them together. If any of these temporary hit points remain when the rage ends, they vanish. Okay, so you get like a mini Twilight Cleric ability where basically your mates can get some temporary hit points. Load them up. I mean, it's not as good as a Twilight Cleric. Twilight Cleric's ridiculous, by the way. Don't let it in your games. But yeah, yeah, your little temporary hit point aura you can just pump out to your mates. Not you though. Despite being the one, in theory, should be taking the pummeling. Well, interesting there. And that's all you get in level 3. Alright. Okay. I mean, yeah, if you got a lot of marshals in your party, I guess, like, yeah, let's keep them healed or whatever. Get them buffed up, but otherwise, yeah, okay. It seems a little on the weak side. Level 6, Branches of the Tree. While your rage is active, whenever a creature you can see ends its turn within 20 feet of you, you can use your reaction to summon spectral branches of the world tree around it. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier, or be teleported to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of yourself, or in the nearest unoccupied space you can see. The space the target teleports to must be on a surface or liquid that can support it, otherwise the target doesn't teleport. Also, a design note, voluntary failing a save in 2024 Player's Handbook will clarify that any creature can voluntarily fail any saving throw. Oops, I always thought that was a thing already. Oopsie daisy. Turns out it was a house rule all along. That can happen sometimes. Alright. So whenever a creature you can see ends its turn in 20 feet of you, you can use it. So it's this is a reaction vortex warp. And it's a strength save as well. Strength saving vortex warp. But you can do it to your mate to get them out of dodge, or get them close to the action. Or yeah, to an enemy to get them, especially you can see within 5 feet of yourself. Or near, yeah, so basically you're getting things adjacent to you. So you go, oh no, where do you think you're going? Get back here and teleport next to you, keep people near you. It's quite interesting. Quite fun. Yeah, teleporting things around. I don't know, needs your rage active. These abilities that always rely on your rage being active. I feel like, do you though? Because then when you run out of rage, it's like, now all my subclass features, all my abilities turn off. Nah. I don't know if you necessarily need this to be having your rage going. So you have options to do some of that stuff outside of combat too, could be fun. And not burn off all your rages, I don't know. Extra rage does last 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyway. Level 10. Battering roots, should I say. Battering roots. Tendrils of the world tree extend from your melee weapons. While you wield any melee weapon, your reach with this weapon increases by 10 feet. When you hit with it, you can activate the push or topple property, even if you're using another mastery property with that weapon. Hey, it's like a better version of the level 14 Ram from Wildheart. Because you get some extra reach with your weapon, and oh look, you can do topple, which is the ram ability, in addition to the other weapon mastery you got. Sweet. All right. Yeah. Quite cute. When enemies are far away. Sweet. This level 10. It's fine. Basically, this so far subclass seems to be all about, I guess, healing your mates and moving people around. Level 15, travel along the tree. As an action, you can touch a huge or larger tree or teleportation circle to create a link through the world tree to a teleportation circle somewhere else on the same world or another plane of existence. When you do so, you can specify a target destination in general terms, such as see a brass on an elemental plane of fire, and you and up to 5 living creatures within 30 feet of you appear at the teleportation circle closest to that destination. If the teleportation circle is too small to hold all the creatures you transport, they appear in an occupied space close to the circle. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. If you run out uses of this feature, you can expend 5 uses of your rage, choosing to activate this feature instead of rage. So you get like a teleportation circle spell through somewhere else. I'll say, alright, so teleportation circle spell, but it also can work as a plane shift as well, but only to other teleportation circles. And you don't need to know the Pacific Circle so much. It's like, oh, I have a vague idea, this area, hopefully there's a circle nearby, let's go. So it's probably, I guess, easier to use than the actual spell versions. So yeah, so Barbarian utility, yay. Something to do outside combat is quite cool. Doesn't use up a whole subclass feature slot that's not helping with combat at all. Oh, it does require starting with a tree or teleportation circle as well. You can, okay, and that opens up, and you got, oh, it just happens. And if you're willing creatures, you banish enemies through a portal or anything. You have to be willing. Kept at 5 mates. Yeah. So yeah, so this is purely definitely just utility or a quick getaway. Like, guys, we gotta bail. It's the one action, can't counterspell it, nothing you can do about it. See, as long as you got an action and near a circle or large tree, you can always get away. Perfect. So not too shabby. Not that players tend to run away that often, honestly. So yeah, so it's mostly just out of combat stuff. Which you can do, or you know, get the wizard to do it, and it doesn't cost him as much resources. A whole subclass feature that's cost you. Oh, hey ho. That is the path of the tree. Seems a bit weak, honestly. A bit weak. Compared to the ones we've seen so far. Path of the Zealot. For barbarians who walk the path of the Zealot, their rage is not merely a connection to nature, it's a gift from a god. Design notes. Path of the Zealot updates. Divine Fury now allows you to determine the damage type each time you deal the damage. War of the Gods now includes the ability to regain additional HP when healed by a spell or magic item. Zealot's Presence now allows you to use it multiple times between long rests by expending uses of your rage. Rage Beyond Death now turns you into a warrior spirit after you successfully use your relentless rage. Ooh. So level 3, Divine Fury. You can channel Divine Power into your strikes. On each of your turns while your rage is active, the first creature you hit with a weapon or unarmed strike takes an extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half your barbarian level rounded down. The extra damage is necrotic or radiant. You choose the type each time you deal damage. Great. That's a little extra damage boost there. Level 3, Warrior of the Gods. A divine entity helps ensure you can continue to fight when a spell or magic item restores any of your hit points. You can roll a d12 and regain additional hit points equal to the number rolled. You can use this benefit number times equal to your constitution modifier. Minimum of once, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. In addition, if a spell such as the Raise Dead spell has a sole effect restoring you to life, but not to undeath, the caster doesn't need material components to cast a spell on you. So it's a nice boost there, because before Warrior of the Gods was just the, well, if I die, I'm free to bring back to life. Yay, I save on diamond cost, which can be very campaign dependent. And now they've added something always useful on there for helping you get some extra hit points back. Level 6, Fanatical Focus. If you fail a saving throw while your rage is active, you can reroll it and must use a new roll. You can use this feature only once per active rage. I feel like they could have added extra boost there, because like if you suck at the saving throw and a reroll's probably not going to save you, but having a reroll with an extra added bonus like the fight they did for the fighter would make this a lot better. So maybe just doing that, just give them that fighter ability. All right. Level 10, Zealous Presence. As a bonus action, you can unleash a battle cry infused with divine energy. Up to 10 other creatures of your choice within 60 feet of you gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. If you run out of uses of this feature, you can expend a use of your rage to activate Zealous Presence instead of rage. So it's nice to have options to reload it if you need. Yeah, have a round of advantage, everyone. That's right. Okay, and level 14, Rage Beyond Death. When your relentless rage successfully restores hit points, you can assume the form of a spectral warrior. While in this form, you gain the following benefits. You have a fly speed equal to your speed and can hover. You can move through creatures and objects if they're a difficult terrain, but you take 1d10 force damage if you end your turn inside a creature or object. When you're hit by an attack roll, and you can use your reaction to turn that hit into a miss. Alright. This form lasts for 1 minute or until you gain any hit points or drop to 0 hit points. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, so no possible way of recharging it, that one. Cool, and that is it. That is the Barbarian, all the subclasses, the whole shebang. Woohoo, we did it. Alright, there we go. Barbarian for playtest 7, done and dusted. What do you think of Barbarian? I think it's Berserker. The Berserker subclass is still a big winner there. I think the other subclasses definitely need some rebalancing, retwinkering with, especially the New World Tree one. I think it's quite up the scuff yet. Needs some more, a little bit more boost, I think. But anyway, it's Barbarian. Still still pretty solid. I wish they had a way of increasing damage beyond, from level 11 onwards, beyond just relying on crits. I think that would really help them along, because again, I feel Barbarians, fantastic early game, great, up to level 5. They don't really have a way of increasing the damage reliably. That. I say urge this multi-class, very strong. Anyway. Alright, next will be the fighter. Yeah, and so we'll try and get that video out pretty quick. I'm hoping to get through all the subclasses this week. Wish me luck with that. So don't miss out. Make sure you don't miss out on these videos. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't already. It'd be really good. Thank you so much if you have already for the subscription. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button to help. Perfect. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to just go sign off now before my voice completely gives out on me. All right. This is being Brad Thompson of Cutting Words. Happy gaming and see ya.